Well, after Joe Manchin grew some balls and stood up to the Democrats the first time around, well, he got together with Chuck Schumer, and now he came out bent over. You knew it was going to happen, kids. I'm Jazz Borgonzo, and this is what's next. Hey, what's up, everyone? Jazz Borgonzo, what's next? Your daily dose, common sense and facts. Hope you guys are doing well today. Remember Build Back Better? Remember that lovely, aptly named bill that Joe Dementia was throwing around to get America back on track after all the coof porn that we suffered through the last 2 years? Wow. It was so pork-laden and garbage-spewing bill. Well, of course, most of it was because of faux climate change, because it never really was going to do anything to get America back on track, just to continue to fuck America over, that there was one man standing in its way, and that was Senator Joe Manchin out of West Virginia. Well, after Chuck Schumer took Joe Manchin, behind closed doors and did some things, Joe Manchin came out, bent over, kissed a knee, kissed a ring, took it up the arse, and now we have a bill. Really? Let's take a look. This comes out of Breitbart. Senate passes $700 billion inflation reduction bill, or as I like to call it, the continuation of Fuck America Over. The Senate on Sunday passed a $700 billion Inflation Reduction Act, a scaled-down version of Fuck America Over or Shit on America bill. The Senate vote passed to H.R. 5376, otherwise known as the Inflation Reduction Act, 51-50. Gee, I wonder who cast the deciding vote. Passed on party line vote with, of course, Vice President, Kamala Harris, of course, as always known in kneepads, or Queen Word Salad, breaking the tie. It's been a long, tough, and winding road, Chuck Schumer said ahead of the vote. The Inflation Reduction Act arose after Schumer and Joe Manchin struck a deal. On a slimmed-down version of the Build Back Better Act, the Inflation Reduction Act focuses on reducing the deficit, yes, billions of dollars, to reduce inflation. Yeah, makes sense. The deficit and curbing inflation, extending enhanced Obamacare subsidies, spending more than $300 billion. 1/3 of this, yeah. What was it, 700 billion? 1/3? Oh my gosh, I was off on the math. Almost half on shit, fake ass climate change. Wow. And allowing Medicare to negotiate the price on drugs. Of course, let's just throw that in there. House Republicans Study Committee Chairman Jim Banks detailed the 50 most radical aspects of the legislation. Perhaps ironically for Manchin, the bill will not reduce inflation according to Penn Wharton budget model and Congressional Budget Office, yes, the CBO. The legislation will also hit manufacturers hardest with a 15% corporate minimum tax, according to Joint Committee on Taxation. Yes, the businesses that are continuing to keep this country afloat, let's slam them with a 15% tax. Lovely. The Inflation Reduction Act also would add more fuel to the inflation fire, according to Representative Jason Smith, Republican, the ranking member of the House Budget Committee. He explained that the Inflation Reduction Act utilizes budget gimmicks and fake offsets to mask the true cost of the bill. No, really? Smith said the bill would add $114 billion to the debt when accounting for Manchin's fake gimmicks. Excuse me. The House Freedom Caucus released a statement after the vote declaring the opposition to the Inflation Reduction Act. The fact is that the Democrats' latest spending bonanza, has far more to do with enticing or enacting the socialist Green New Deal, yes, that trash bill agenda that truly helping Americans suffering from a staggering 9.1 inflation, which through most economists, it's a lot higher. A host of nonpartisan experts all agree that the legislation will not decrease inflation, and many forecast that it will do the opposite in effect. Worse still, not only does this bill direct $369 billion in handouts to fake climate change special interests, but it also does so on the backs of the American taxpayer. To finance their socialist agenda, Democrats are supersizing the Internal Revenue Service with $80 billion, 6 times the agency's annual budget, to create an army of 87,000 new enforcement agents to target Americans with as many as 1 million in additional audits per year over taxpayers earning less than $200,000. Yes. If your business is over $200,000, here comes Mr. Taxman. He's knocking on that door. The same middle class suffering the most from the skyrocketing inflation of Bidenomics. The Freedom Caucus added, the misnamed Inflation Reduction Act is a disaster from every perspective and must be defeated. Well said. Very well said. The trash, slimline version of shit on America bill. While you have inflation at its highest in 45 years, where you have food prices its highest in 30 years, where you have energy prices, gas prices, the highest since the Carter era, where you still have a problem getting product from A to B because of said gas prices. No, that's not important. You know, flooding borders, that's not a problem. You know, giving hormones to little Johnny so that way he can eventually chop his balls off, that's not a problem. But climate change, yes, that is a problem. Because always, as we all know, and we've been told many, many times, that when it comes to the roads, they're racist. When it comes to liquor stores on street corners in urban areas, yeah, that's racist. You know, because everything is racist, everything is sexist, everything is. But you got to remember, all that is under the umbrella of climate change. So remember that, kids, that whatever affects the climate affects you at home. Especially when you're scrounging around trying to feed your kids, pay your mortgage, pay your car, do everything daily that you're used to doing. But because of inflation, no. You need to stop being selfish. You need to stop being selfish. It's about the climate. I fight for the cause. Climate change. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Berganzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more just like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share it, subscribe to it. And we'll catch you guys next time. Peace.